Sine law applications. Right. Before really getting into the word problems, I thought it better to give you one concrete simple example. Question 1. Find the length of indicated side to one decimal place. So that's my triangle. These are the given angles, and fortunately we have a side opposite to the angle given. So we can use sine law, right? That is the first thing you have to observe. If you have a set where angle and side opposite is known, then sine law can be applied. And we need to find the other two sides. Well, that's easy for us now, right? And well, we can find that angle also, correct? So let's do this with the help of sine law, right? So now first thing is, let me also find what that angle is, right? So let me say that angle is theta for the time being, and say, well, theta equals to, total is 180, so it is 180 degrees minus 40 degrees and minus of 35 degrees. So that is what that angle theta will be, right? So let's use calculator. In this trigonometry, we have to use calculator a lot. I know that's a simple calculation, but still it's better to use calculator now onwards, okay? So we get 105 degrees. Okay, so this is equals to 105 degrees, right? So we know that angle. So this is a point which I am going to emphasize. If any two angles are given, then practically all three angles are given to us, right? So we know that angle is actually 105 degrees. So let me write 105 degrees here, correct. Now we'll write our sine ratios, and we need to find x over x and y. So we can write our equation as x, which is the side, and angle opposite to x is 40, sine of that, right? Sine of 40 degrees, right, should be equal to now y over sine of angle opposite to it, which is 105 for us, sine of 105, and equals to the known values. See, purposely I have written known value at the end, 8 over sine 35, correct. Now this is the constant I have been talking about. So when we say one set of side opposite angle should be given to us, that is with a reason. That gives us a constant value. So first thing is, let us always find this constant, okay? So I'm showing you a method which you should be following to apply sine law most effectively, okay? So we have 8 divided by sine of 35, which is sine 35 equals to 13.9475, okay. So we get this constant, and we'll write this as okay. So we will write, so we know it is 13.9475, okay. We'll write 13.9475. So let me write it here, equals to 13.9475. Okay. Why did I write it to 4 decimal place? First thing, if you really want accurate results, always write 4 decimal places first. It may be round to 1 or 2 decimal places. That is the last step to be done. If you round here, then you are going to get a lot of errors, okay? Your answer is not going to be accurate at all. Okay, so now we know the constant. You see, 8 over sine of 35, don't think that this is like 8 over sine or something. It is just a constant k, which is approximately 14. Perfect. Now we know this, right? So we can independently use these two equations and find what x is and what y is. Okay, you get the point. So this is equal to that. That means we can now write x over sine 40 is also known to us, by the way. That is constant, right? Sine 40 is equals to 13.9475, and therefore x is equals to 13.9475. Oh, I missed 7. 5 times sine of 40, right? So you could write like this also in brackets, sine of 40 degrees, and use calculator. So I still have 13.947574 in my calculator. I'm just saying into sine of 40, and then say, well, I got it 8.96. Now this is equals to 8.96, and now I'm supposed to round to 1 decimal place. So here I am going to round to 1 decimal place, and that is to 9, right? So because 6 is there, so this becomes 9.0, correct? Units are centimeter, so we should write unit centimeter. So these are very critical steps for you to understand. You have to follow them like this, right? And don't forget to write down the units, correct? Now let's get into the other part, right? Now we have already found x. Now let's go to y. So it is y over sine of 105 degrees is equals to this constant, which is 13.9475. Therefore y is equals to 13.9475, again I forgot, times sine of 105 degrees, correct? So we'll do this again now. This is 13.9475 times sine of 105 degrees, and we get 13.47. Okay, so we get this as equal to 13.47, which we can round to one decimal place as 13.5 centimeters, right? And therefore we have our answer, and the answer is that x is equals to 9.0 centimeter and y equals to 13.5 centimeter, right? So that is how we are going to do and apply sine law, right? So we have solved the whole triangle. Solving triangle really means finding all the sides and all the angles. That is what, when we say solve a triangle, it means find all sides and all angles, correct? You should maintain the units and the accuracy, correct? Even if not mentioned, the angles are given in like whole numbers, correct? So if you get like angle of something which is not a whole number, round it to whole numbers, correct? Well, in this case specifically, they wanted those to one decimal place. If not mentioned, they should be rounded to whole number, right? Because 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters means I should have written this 14 and that is 9, correct? Since it was one decimal place, we wrote 9.0. So these are very important things for you to understand. And now we move on to some word problems where read the problem once or twice, sketch it yourself, and then try to solve it, okay? Thank you.